Good evening, YouTube. Hope everything's going well for you at your place this morning. Right here, I want to introduce you to this. I've got a West Bend slow cooker. I've just been recently introduced to these little things, and they're old, they're antique. I went and bought one off of eBay. A complete working unit. And let me tell you, I'm fixing to buy me like 4 or 5 of these. Look how small that is. Look how small it is. You can cook a whole pot of beans in here. You can cook anything you can cook in here. But what I'm getting them for is for entertaining. Like for Sunday football games, baseball games, Super Bowl parties, Christmas parties, anything. Man, you can put a lot of cheese dip in here, let me tell you. And you can take and flip this upside down like this, and I cover it. I put my beans down in the bottom, and then flip this up like this right here, and cooked a pork tenderloin in there. It actually cooked 2 different things in one pot. It's easy to clean up. This is glass. This is Teflon. Man, one thing my wife was right about was this thing. She cooked a pot roast in it, and it was just absolutely delicious. So what I'm gonna do for you today is I've got a ham bone left over out of last week's smoked ham that we had for Thanksgiving. And I saved this big old ham bone. We're gonna put that down in there. And then we're gonna put half an onion in it. That's half a large onion. It's a yellow onion. Put this up. Sorry guys, I like to clean while I'm cooking. Alright. Now, most of our flavors coming from that ham bone, so we ain't got to do much with it. Remember that. I'm not going to put any salt in it until after this water gets boiling to where I can taste it, because that ham bone has salt already in it. Parsley flakes. Just a little bit of garlic powder. Some ground black pepper. Do this to your likings. Okay, and then my favorite beans. Sheep beans. Navy beans. I never used to get enough of these. I still can't get enough of them. So I'm gonna put, wow, I want half the bag in there. I'd cook a whole bag of these and my son would eat all the beans. There wouldn't be nothing but soup left for me. So I'm gonna put this other half of beans up for another day. Now, as a thickener, I'm gonna put just a little bit of rice in there. About 2 dashes of rice. That'll thicken that sauce up and make it nice and thick and good. You won't ever know there's a grain of rice in there, because by the time it cooks down, it'll be gone. Rice will cook itself to pieces, but it will thicken that sauce up, and you'll have some award-winning beans. Giving away all my secrets, and then I'm just going to cover this in water up to about here. up to about there. And then I'm going to cut that over till 5, all the way up on high. Okay, it's about, what time is it? It's about 9 o'clock right now. So I'm going to let this cook until 10 o'clock on high. And then I'm going to drop it down to low. Actually, acts like it don't want to fit. There we go. There we go. And then I'll drop it down on low. And by morning time, those beans will be ready. At that point right there, I could cut them off and put them in the refrigerator, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna leave them on low, let them cook. And whenever I come home tomorrow evening, I'll cook me a pan of cornbread and grab me a big old slice of raw onion, and I will just chow down on some good old navy beans and ham bone soup. That's it. You can't get more simple than that. You can't get much cheaper than that. That's a leftover bone. Maybe you can say it's a $25 bone. Well, in a roundabout manner, it is a $25 bone. But that's going to come to a boil here in just a few minutes, because I used hot water. It won't take it as long, and that ham bone's been thawed out. And I've been having some chamomile tea. I had the most god-awful nightmares last night while I was trying to sleep. And don't ask me what this is about, but so I'm going to try to get me some sleep tonight, and uninterrupted sleep. Press like, subscribe to my channel, and you'll always stay up to date on how to do different recipes in these different kinds of pots that I have. And I use all old stuff. You can go out to eBay and get one of these for cheap. I'm talking about cheap. I just ordered 5 of them.